Real quick before the video starts, I have a new channel based around green tech stories on 4chan, and I'll be uploading videos daily over there. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to the channel in the description. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Michael, and we're going to be getting right back into some more Reddit stories. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's begin. This story was posted by a throwaway account in the AITA subreddit. The post is titled, "I won a couple of million on the lottery and gave half to my ex before I met my current GF. So I'm a 35-year-old man and was with my former partner from school until 5 years ago. We have a child together and we both co-parent really well. We never fall out with each other, but the love and attraction have completely vanished. She was unfaithful to me, but there is more to the story than that, and she is not solely to blame. 2 years ago, I happened to win around £4 million on the lottery. My first thought was my child. I wanted him to grow up with an equal quality of life as he has with me, and the less stress his parents have, the less stress he will experience. I decided to split the winnings with my former partner. We have both been sensible with the money. I left my job as a mechanic, earned my sports and football coaching qualifications, and together with a friend, I started a business that visits primary schools, offering classes in all sorts of sports and fitness. We also assist local sports clubs and teams with coaching and methods. It will never make us wealthy, but we earn about 1.5 times the national average wage. I bought a £300,000 house and a £40,000 car, and that is about it. My former partner opened a beauty salon that is doing really well and also bought herself a house. I met my current girlfriend on a night out about 6 months ago. Things have been going well. She knows that I won the lottery, which is why I have a nicer house and car than my income would normally allow, and why I like to go on a couple of nice holidays each year. She has never asked for anything from me materially and consistently insisted on covering half the cost of our dates, despite my offers to pay each time. We are getting more serious, but are nowhere near moving in together or anything like that, nor has she met my son yet. Everything came to a head last week when the topic of my former partner came up, and my girlfriend mentioned how nice her beauty salon is. We were with a couple of friends, and one of them said, "It should be nice, Sam paid for it." She asked what he was talking about, and before I could answer, my friend said he gave her £2 million. My girlfriend was quiet for the rest of the night. When we got back to my place, she exploded and said I was still in love with my former partner, and that is why I gave her the money, that I was not normal, that it was no wonder a lottery winner only lives in a house like this and drives a terrible car when I gave half the money away, that I was gullible, and how embarrassed she is by me. She said we could be set for life with that money and never have to work again, and so on. It went on for so long that I told her to leave as I was going to bed and would not listen to this any longer. I have not seen her since. She has not answered my calls or replied to my messages apart from the occasional insult until today when she said the only way she could stay with me is if I ask my former partner to return whatever money she has left so my girlfriend can save face. I told her no and that I am done with her. She again accused me of trying to win back my former partner, so I blocked her. Update, just a quick update as I received a lot of nice comments and messages on my original post. She unblocked me and asked for forgiveness, but I said no. It has gone too far, and for me, it is over. She did not take it very well, and I was bombarded with abusive messages for a day or two, but they stopped today, as did the phone calls from a withheld number. A few people asked in the last post why I gave my former partner half rather than putting it in savings for our child. Between us, we have nearly £1 million set aside for him that cannot be touched and will earn interest over the years. As for the cheating, which many people mentioned, we were each other's first for everything, and we talked about it and both admitted that a few years ago we felt a touch of regret. We both agreed to threesomes, so over the course of the next year or so, we had threesomes with a few men and a few women. Unfortunately, she ended up catching feelings for one of the men. It was not the end of the world and no reason for us to fall out. Daoko said, "Money is like a good litmus test for dating, to be honest." Humble Answer said she already knew he had won the lottery, then went berserk when she found out he could have had more. Pure gold digger. This next post was made in the same subreddit by a throwaway account. The post is titled, "I am not entertaining a girl who thinks I got her pregnant from fingering. I'm a 21-year-old man and went on about 2 dates with this girl who is 18 years old. The first date was alright, but I was not really feeling her. I tried to end it with a kiss and she told me she did not know how to kiss. That turned into me trying to teach her how to kiss, and honestly, I should have known she was a bit too young for me right then. I decided to give it one more shot. On the second date, we went to the movies. She decided she wanted to help me out. I finished, cleaned up, then helped her out. That was it. No sex, nothing beyond that. I thought it was mutual that we were not super into each other because neither of us reached out afterward. A few days ago, she texted me saying her period was 3 weeks late and she was really scared. She even sent me articles saying pregnancy can happen from fingering if there is somehow sperm involved. I told her to calm down, that it is super unlikely. 1, my hands did not even touch my sperm, and 2, sperm cannot survive that long, and that is what I told her. I kinda left it at that. I thought it was pretty funny that she actually thought she was pregnant. Now she keeps blowing up my phone. I have honestly started to ignore her. My friends think it is funny, but also say it is kind of messed up that I am ignoring her while she is scared. I tried to reassure her. I do not know what else I could do. Update. I took the most popular piece of advice from my original post, which was to have her take a pregnancy test. I decided to text her back and apologize for ignoring her. We met up and I bought her 2 pregnancy tests. She took them inside the bathroom of the pharmacy where we bought them. I waited outside the bathroom and let her do her thing. After she was done, she asked me to come inside and we waited for the results. Now, we were waiting for the results. It had been almost 10 minutes and the test was still blank. She was looking at the test, wondering why there were no results. And then she said, "I think I took it wrong." I asked what she meant because how do you take a pregnancy test wrong? She said she forgot to take the white cap off the part you pee on, I guess. She told me she did not need to pee anymore and would just take them when she got home. I said okay and I drove her home. 2 hours later, she sent me pictures, and just as I expected, both tests came back negative. I responded with, "Oh, okay, good," and she liked the message, so I think we are on the same page about not communicating anymore. So yeah, she is not pregnant. A sweet tweet Rose said, "And this is why sex education is so important." To this comment, user Maru said, "I do not think this is a sex education issue. She really sounds like a moron." Dryad Deweeneth said, "No, she was trying to keep him interested in the most pathetic, dumbest way possible. Every part of this seems like the most pathetic, dumb type of manipulation, from 'I do not know how to kiss' to 'I think I took it wrong.' I am not saying that sex education is adequate, mind you, I just find her very suspicious." This final post was made in the wedding attire subreddit by a user named Your Mama. The post is titled, "Bride suggests wearing our own wedding dresses as guests. I have my wedding dress and it fits. It is comfortable and perfect for an outdoor summer event. I do not know what else I would wear really, as I have a very limited and worn wardrobe aside from this and one other dress that was for a black tie event. I worry I would be the only one to do this and get looks from the very large crowd, so it kind of feels like a trap. But it is also literally on the wedding website, so I kind of want to do it to honor the request. Also, it is the most comfortable public-facing garment I own. My husband and the groom have been friends for more than 25 years. I have never met the bride or groom as they live quite far, so I cannot contact them to ask if they are sure or get photo approval. But I could have my husband double check with the groom. I do not know. I want to, but I worry people could be kind of brutal about it if I do. Am I too much in my head about this? My friends say I should just do it, and if anyone has a problem with it, that is their issue, not mine. What do you all think? Update. Okay, you all asked for an update after my post that nearly broke the subreddit, so here it is. I wore my wedding dress to the Solstice wedding in Devon. Thank you to everyone here for easing my severe social anxiety about the decision. I styled it with pops of green, added some green and brown beaded necklaces, wore camel colored flats, and carried my camel colored bag. The outfit went perfectly with the lush greens of the farm, its woodlands, and the hilly Devon landscape. I definitely dressed the look down a bit, but that turned out not to be necessary as I was one of at least a dozen others wearing a wedding dress. This included divorcees who were happy to rewear their gowns and even a couple of men. Some people accessorized in a very bridal way, while others dressed the look down like I did. One guest wore a flower crown, just as commenters suggested I should. Some guests wore shorts and t-shirts, some wore medieval outfits and looked like they had come straight from a Renaissance festival. There were also corsets, fishnets, goat horns, and everything in between. It was a very come-as-you-are gathering, and everyone showed up as their authentic selves, creating a truly special event. There was much music and merriment, including performances by the talented bride, and the whole event felt like spending an evening in the happiest chapter of a fairy tale. It was absolutely magical. The bride wore a black and white gown with black floral appliques on the bodice that spread down onto the ruffled skirt. After the ceremony and the first performances, she changed into a smart and elegant white silk pantsuit. It was nothing too wildly untraditional, but unique and completely her own style. The bride and groom were amused and surprised by the amount of attention my original post received, and we enjoyed sharing the response with them. Even the more unhinged comments, like the person who said how inconsiderate the bride was for this dress code because they had paid so much to have their dress cleaned and preserved professionally, gave us a laugh. They approved me posting an update, but to be honest, I was so busy enjoying the party and living in the moment that I did not get many photos. That said, I do not have much to share here yet, but the couple assured me they will send a Google Drive link with photos from the photographers and participants, so I will select some and post them in a follow-up comment when we get them. The bride said that when the dress code was announced, her friends joked that it was very much like her to get others wearing white so she would blend in and all eyes would not be on her. But her intention was that wedding dresses are fun, beautiful, joyous, and unique and should be worn for happy celebrations. She thinks it is sad to let them sit unworn forever. I love her very unserious, her word, not mine, approach to everything. Thanks again to everyone for the advice and the laughs. Bitter Fishing Butt said, if I were getting married now, the dress code would be either your fanciest outfit or that thing you want to wear but have not had the opportunity to. Weekly Click said, I eloped with my husband, but if I ever have a wedding, this would be my absolute dream. I learned of this idea years ago, I think on Reddit, and I have been obsessed. It is such a fun way to let the ladies whip out their beloved dresses, have a chance to try a different one, or even give an opportunity to anyone who wants to wear a wedding dress. I am so in love with this concept. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and thank you also to partner of the channel, Gamersupps. Use code DLAM to support the channel and get 10% off of your purchase, link in the description. I'm sure many of you like me have a hankering for daily caffeine, so go check them out. Lately, I've been a big fan of Titty Milk and Acid Rain, but they've got dozens of other flavors for y'all to try out. Anyway, thanks again for reaching the end, and I hope you all have an amazing passage of the next 24 hours.